Good evening, students. I think you might have learned that previous lesson we have completed around 6 chapters. Now, the 7th chapter we are going to learn. So, this chapter is about the stock exchange. First, I will explain something about the stock exchange. That we have learned something about the stock exchange in the previous lessons. In the capital market, because in the kinds of capital market it is divided into two: primary market and the secondary market. Primary market, we know they issue the shares for the first time, that the companies issue. But that secondary market, the already issued shares are sold and bought. That is taken place in the secondary market. So it is one of the example of secondary market that we have studied already. Okay, one of the example of secondary market is what? Stock exchange. Stock exchange, secondary market, the already issued shares. What will be sold and what? Already issued shares in the primary market. Shares will be first issued by the companies to the public. Okay, that is called shares issued in the primary market. So already issued shares in the primary market. There is no separate market. They are the companies. Okay. So shares that are already issued in the primary market are bought and sold in the secondary market. Example of secondary market is stock exchange. And one more we studied, over the counter exchange of India. That we have studied what it is. Again we may learn that one. So now you know that what they are dealing with, the shares, and we can say the securities. Securities are bought and sold in the stock exchange. What are bought and sold? Securities are bought and sold in the stock exchange. Okay. That is why this stock exchange can be called securities market. Securities market or share market. Then some people in they say foreign countries stock. So they call us stock market. Okay, stock market, share market, securities market, stock exchange. All these denote the same place where we purchase and sell the securities which are already issued in the primary market. Okay, then in the first lesson, that the introduction lesson, financial market, there the financial market is divided on different bases. One among them was that division on the basis of time of issue of the financial claim. On the basis of time of issue of financial claim. Here what we studied, the time of issue. If it is issued for the first time, they are called primary market, isn't it? Then if they are issued again for the second time onwards, first time primary market, then the second time and onwards, they are called the secondary market. Here the example is stock exchange. So one thing we should understand, it is not related to the money market, but it is related to the capital market. Money market instruments we studied, there many of the money market securities are not bought and sold in the stock exchange, but only the long term funds. All these are long term funds. Long term funds, we know that period of maturity period will be more than a year, more than 1 year. The securities maturity period will be more than 1 year. These securities are bought and sold from the second time onwards in the capital market. That capital market is this one. Under that capital market only it will come stock exchange. So they are dealing with the long-term funds. That long-term funds or the securities, what does it comprises? What and all will come under this securities? Securities exchange, stock exchange. Okay, stock market. We say stock exchange, they say stock market. Then they are dealing with the securities. That is why we call them securities market. Then the first and foremost instrument is the share. That is why we call them where we purchase and sell the shares, share market. Okay, so now we can say that the first one is shares. Shares issued by, we cannot say that a private company shares. Here only the public company shares. Okay, shares. Public companies also, all the public company shares cannot be bought and sold because only the listed companies securities can be bought and sold. Listed companies securities. I remember that I have told you about the listed companies. What are these listed companies? One official list will be displayed in the stock exchange floor. Okay, in the that trading floor, where first floor I think. There they will display one official list, one paper. In that paper, in that list, not maybe paper, in the screen it may come, I think, maybe that electronic screen. So in that list, if that company name is included, only then that company's securities can be sold and bought. Okay, that company's shares can be sold and bought. So listed companies shares, then debentures, then bonds, then some government securities also may come. Okay, government securities. Because we studied in that money market, that is secondary, there should be a secondary market. So we have learned one or two places. So some of the government securities can be bought and sold for the second time in the securities exchange. That means the stock exchange. We cannot completely say that we cannot buy and sell, but some securities, some that money market, government securities we studied under money market, isn't it, securities. So some of the securities can be bought and sold because government securities also will come under the securities list. Okay, so shares, debentures, bonds, government securities, etc., any other securities can be bought and sold in the stock exchange. We know in India where that important stock exchange, Mumbai Stock Exchange or Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE, Madras Stock Exchange, MSE. Okay, then Kolkata. So on the National Stock Exchange. Many stock exchanges are available in India, that you will study. Around 24 stock exchanges are available in India. Many regional stock exchange, one national stock exchange. Then the first stock exchange in India is the Bombay Stock Exchange. Now we will study about the origin. I think you might have got some knowledge about the stock exchange, isn't it? In Mumbai Stock Exchange, you might have seen the news in the TV or in the newspaper. You would have seen that Nifty, that price has gone up. Then one that animals picture also will be given. Maybe the bull, bear, like this, they will show one picture also that we will learn in this lesson later. So here what we do, if we have that money in our hand, we can purchase this shares from the stock market or share market. This is stock exchange. And whenever we think that we need cash from for that shares, we can find out the price from the newspaper. What is the price? They will update daily, so we can calculate whether that is in increasing trend, our value is increasing, or that particular company's share value is decreasing. Then if it is decreasing, again we will be just selling them, or increasing only we will be ready, because we will earn more profit. Okay, if it is very less, some people will buy. All these we will learn who will buy and who will sell. That one, that there are some brokers are there, and who will help us to purchase, what they will do, all these we will learn. So before that, we will learn what is the origin of this stock exchange in the world, where it was started, this stock exchange. We have started our old stock exchange in India is Bombay Stock Exchange, that we have studied. In the whole world, what is the first stock exchange? That is Amsterdam Stock Exchange. Amsterdam. Amsterdam Stock Exchange. This one was established in the year 1602 by Dutch East India Company. Dutch East India Company. Okay, that is the first that stock exchange in the world, Amsterdam Stock Exchange. It was called in the Dutch their language Bering the Oost Indies Company, that one. That in short we can call VOC. Okay, that is spelling, their pronunciation may be different. Okay, then this one was the first one in the world. In India, we have started in 1956. It was registered under Securities Contract Regulation Act. Securities Contract Regulation Act, after our independence. Securities Contract Regulation Act, 1956. In this year only, the Companies Act also has been passed. Companies Act, the old Companies Act. The new Companies Act is in 2013, new one. But the old one is in 1956. The same year only they have passed this act also, Securities Contract Regulation Act. After this, in this year only, this our Bombay Stock Exchange has been established. Bombay Stock Exchange. It was named that time only, this Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay. Now you know what is the meaning of stock exchange, isn't it? Stock exchange, we can say it is also called as stock market, share market, or many names, isn't it? It is one of the kind of capital market. One part of capital market is only this stock market. Then we can say it is one organized market, centralized organization. So it is an organized market. Somebody is there to organize the market, isn't it? And all the purchasing and the selling purchasing and selling of securities are organized because many rules and regulations are there. Many rules and regulations are there to control the stock exchanges. They must follow all those who buy and sell the shares in the share market. They have to follow some rules and regulations which are framed by maybe the regulating body, SEBI, or the government itself. Okay, it is functioning as per the some rules and regulations, and everything is in a systematic manner. There is some system in purchasing and selling. They have to contact one broker. That broker will be having many securities list, then the price will be entered there. So we can call that person through phone, and we can ask for the price, and we can book that one. He will write it in the diary, then afterwards after 2-3 hours he will inform us about the price of each security, and many procedures are there, and if we wish we can purchase, and afterwards only he will enter that one in the his register. Then it will be registered automatically in the stock exchange. One system is there to purchase stock or share from the share market. Okay, so since we purchase and sell securities, what we do, because of this stock exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange or many regional stock exchanges, all the savings of the people or the public saving is that is transformed into for the productive purposes, because the savings are that is transformed as the national economy. How can we say that? Because the money what is saved by the public is not kept idle. It is transferred to the companies where they use that money for productive purposes. Since the production increases, that national income production increases, automatically income increases. So it develops the national economy. Industrial development takes place. Because of the industrial development, again economy is also developing. So that is helping the national economy also. Many advantages are also there that we will learn separately under one heading. So it is functioning very smoothly in the stock exchanges, because they function as per certain rules and regulations. There is some speculation. I have to use one word, speculation, that is used in the stock exchange. What is speculation? I don't know whether I have told you about speculation. What is speculation means? It is related to demand and supply. Demand and supply. In economics also you might have learnt, I think. If there is more demand and when supply is less, the speculation takes place. Understood? So what they do, they will be raising the price. Speculation, what they do, they will be showing artificial scarcity outside. Artificial scarcity, as if there is no product in the product market. But here they show that there is no, they will keep all the shares in very few people's hand, and when there is more demand, then automatically the price increases for that particular share. Then they will supply slowly those shares. That is called speculation. That is done in the ordinary market also. That I can explain to you. Whenever there is heavy rain, as if now raining, that usually the price of onion will be going high, because they are during a summer season only we can keep them anywhere where we like, but during winter season or this rainy season it will sprout up, so they cannot keep, and due to heavy rain flood, the cultivated onion also may be spoiled, and the supply will be very less, but that time the demand will be very high. The demand will be very high. We think that everything is spoiled, but actually what will happen, what is there in the stock, that stock the merchants will purchase and keep in the warehouse or in the godown, they will be having more. By hearing this news, what they do, they will hide everything, they will not supply in the market. So automatically the demand increases, everybody needs onion to cook, isn't it? So the demand is already very high, but now the merchants will be slowly releasing that product. Why? Because the price has gone very high. Now they are selling. If there is no supply, where will this onion come? But it will be coming without any interruption. Why? Because the price went up. This will be done by the speculators. So that is to some extent it is okay, but if they do, then that in black market they may not be sold, and nobody has to keep more stock. Everything will be announced by the government, even then they will not listen. So in the same way, this speculation will be done in the stock market also. That must be encouraged to some extent, but it should not become like gambling and all. Gambling, we know what is gambling, isn't it? It is a playing, but it is not available everywhere, but maybe there. Okay, so all these should be prevail, that is, it is prevailing, but it should be controlled. So any unwanted things, any undesirable things, or any anti-social evils like this gambling, speculation in the share market may not be happened. That is why they are having some rules and regulations, norms and conditions to be followed in the all the merchants in the stock exchange, the brokers or the jobbers, okay, all the dealers in the stock market should follow this rules and regulation. Again, they have established one organization, SEBI. You have heard SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. Securities Exchange Board of India. In the next lesson, we are going to learn about SEBI. Why this was established? Just to control the regulation and functioning of stock exchanges, because we have many stock exchanges. All the stock exchanges must be working in the same way, that all the functions and their working must be regulated. Each stock exchange cannot frame their own rules and regulation. It must be uniform throughout India, all the stock exchanges. For that purpose, Indian government has established one institution in the year 1988. This institution is called SEBI. So it is the controlling unit of all the stock exchanges in India. Understand? So you might have studied, now you would have understood the meaning of stock exchange. Now that origin we are learning, isn't it? Now again, in London Stock Exchange. London Stock Exchange is very popular. Most popular one is the London Stock Exchange. Then many other stock exchanges are also available in the world. Dubai Stock Exchange, then Singapore Stock Exchange, Tokyo Stock Exchange. Many stock exchanges are available in the world. Here the most popular one is London Stock Exchange, and the first one is Amsterdam Stock Exchange, which was established in the year 1602, and in India it was established in 1956. That is the Bombay Stock Exchange, the first one. Okay, now we will learn the definition. Here under definition, here three definitions are given. I will explain all these three, but they because they will ask any one name and they will ask for one definition. That is why the definition given by our Indian government, that is the Indian Securities Contract Act 1956, we learned. They have given one definition. That definition is very clear. It is little bigger, but that definition is clear because all the functions are coming in that definition. So that you have to learn must. The other two you can learn anyone. Okay. Or but sometimes they will ask giving the name of that person one who defines that stock exchange. So I will explain. It will be easy only. That according to Hastings, stock exchange or securities market, stock exchange, it is also called securities market or securities market, comprises, it consists of, we say no, it comprises all the places where buyers and sellers of what? Stocks and bonds are their representatives undertake transactions involving the sale of securities. The beginning you might have understood. The last part only you might not have understood, I think. I will explain. It comprises, stock exchange or securities market comprises all the places where buyers and sellers of stocks and bonds are their representatives. That means the buyers and sellers representatives undertake. They only do this transaction. What? Undertake transactions. What type of transactions? That involving the sale of securities. So either the buyers and sellers gather together or their representatives gather together to undertake the transactions involving the sale of securities. There one will purchase, another one will sell. So that is involving the sale of securities. That is called market. Which market? Stock market or securities market or stock exchange. Once again, stock exchange or securities market comprises all the places where buyers and sellers of stocks and bonds or their representatives undertake transactions involving the sale of securities. Okay, you can write easily now. The next definition is given by according to husband and dockery. Don't think that this is husband of any wife. Okay, it is name of a person, husband and dockery. Stock exchanges are, one short definition only. Stock exchanges are privately organized market. Privately organized market here many private people that say, they say not private own government, own organization. It is that organized market. Why it is given privately organized market means the jobbers, brokers, all these people are private people. Okay, not government employees, not government servant. No. So that is why it is, this word is given. Privately organized markets which are used to facilitate, which are used to facilitate, one facility is there, facilitate trading in securities. What is the facility given? We can trading in securities. Trading means purchasing and selling. That is what came in the first definition. Okay. A simple definition. Stock exchanges are privately organized markets which are used to facilitate trading in securities. That in they are inside, they are trading the securities. Understood? Stock exchanges are privately organized markets which are used to facilitate trading in securities. Then the third definition is given by the Indian Securities Contract Regulation Act. Indian Securities Contract Regulation Act. (1956) defines stock exchange as an association. It is an association. Association, we know, a gathering of people, isn't it? Association, or we can say organization. Association, organization, or body of individuals. Many people are there engaged in that trading in securities. So it is an association, organization, or body of individuals, whether incorporated or not. This organization may be incorporated. What is incorporated? Established or registered. Okay, incorporated or not. Whether they can register that company or no. Whether incorporated or not, then established, that organization or association or body of individual is established. Why? For the purpose of assisting. They are helping. Okay, assisting, regulating, helping. They are regulating, controlling, and controlling business. They are controlling or regulating the business in buying. What they will do? Some people are buying, then some people will be selling, and some people are dealing. They will not buy and sell, but they will deal the securities. Dealing in securities. That is called securities market or stock exchange. A definition given by Indian Securities Contracts Regulation Act 1956 defines stock exchange as an association, organization, or body of individuals. This one, whether incorporated or not. Then this one, in established means association is established for the purpose of, one purpose is there. What? Assisting. They will do assist, helping. They will regulate. They will be arranging in systematic way, that is regulating, and they will control. If there is any deviation, if someone is going wrong, they will control. What? the business. What they are controlling? Business in all the transaction of that business. Buying will be done, selling will be done, some will be dealing in securities. The brokers will help the buyers and sellers to purchase or sell their securities. So that is a dealing in securities. I think you might have understood this definition, learned this one. The definition is one of the very short answer. All the that definition you have to learn. Then the meaning also. Meaning is given in page number 48. Meaning in page number 48. You can mark the first paragraph. You mark for 3-4 points you write. Whatever I have explained to you. Take some points from there and study. 2 or 3 points will do. Very short answer. Okay students, thank you.